Zoey had 5 little ducks one day. They wobbled outside to laugh and play with flappy feet and feathers so neat. They marched along on Garden Street. The first little duck found a flower bed. He rolled in the petals, his tail turned red. Zoey laughed, "You silly guy, you look like a duck who learned to die." The second one dove in a watering can, splashed like a pro and soaked the whole clan. Quack, quack, it giggled, dripping and slick. Being a garden duck is quite a trick. The third little duck snuck into the shed, knocked down a rake, then a flower pot's head, covered in soil with a proud little smirk. Zoey just sighed, "That's garden work." The fourth one chased a buzzing bee, spinning around like a leaf on a spree. Bumped into a gnome, fell into a shoe. "Oh no," said Zoey, "now he's muddy too." The fifth little duck climbed up a stump, jumped in the air and landed with a thump. He flapped and flailed in the compost pile, but popped back up with the cheekiest smile. 5 little ducks, a mischief parade, made garden chaos, then lemonade. Zoey just chuckled, what could she do? Her ducky gang was wild, but true.
Raise fence yak!
5 little ducklings went one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 but only 4 came waddling back. 4 little ducklings loved to play. They splashed and ran throughout the day. Mother duck called quack, 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 but only 3 came waddling back. 3 little ducklings on the go, down the stream they watched it flow. Mother duck called quack, 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 but only 2 came waddling back. 2 little ducklings in the sun, swimming round and having fun. Mother duck called quack, 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 but only 1 came waddling back. 1 little duckling all alone wished he had just stayed at home. Mother duck called quack, 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 but no ducklings came waddling back. Mother duck felt sad that day. She went out searching far away. She cried quack, quack with all her might, and 5 ducklings came home that night. 5 little ducks were naughty and glee. They quacked and giggled by the big oak tree. Duck number 1 said, "Let's cook a treat." So off to the kitchen with speedy feet. Duck number 2 dashed through the garden gate, snatched some veggies off someone's plate. A carrot, a beet, and peas in a row, then ran back giggling, "No one will know." Duck number 3, with flour on his bill, tried to bake on the windowsill. He flipped a pancake, it flew so high, it stuck on the ceiling next to a fly. Duck number 4 thought she cleaned the place, but ended up with jam on her face. She mopped and slipped, then made a slide. Down the table she took a ride. Duck number 5 peeked outside the door, then found a puddle to explore. With a splash and a splat and a muddy grin, he invited the others to jump right in. The mama duck came with a loving sigh. "Oh my, oh me, flower in the sky. Veggies stolen, pancakes fly, but you're my ducklings, oh my, oh my." 5 little ducks in color so bright waddled out in morning light. Pink, purple, orange, yellow, red, each with a bow upon their head. They quacked and giggled, off they sped. One by one they left the bed. Pink little duck found a flower fair. She sniffed and danced without a care. Mama called, "Come back, my dear," but only 4 ducks did appear. Purple duck flew up so high, trying to touch the sunny sky. She twirled and twirled till it got late. 3 ducks waddled through the gate. Orange duck played in a stream, splashing and laughing in a dream. She chased a frog across the sand. Now just 2 came back to land. Yellow duck sang a happy tune while skipping under the silver moon. She stopped to play with a buzzing bee, and only 1 duck came for tea. Red little duck felt quite alone, so she quacked on her way back home. Mama duck gave a loving call and soon came back, ducks all 5 in all. They snuggled in their cozy hut with warm, soft blankets and eyes tight shut. A colorful day full of delight. 5 little ducks tucked in for the night. 5 little ducks went out one day into the jungle far away. They waddled and quacked so wild and free till they came upon a cherry tree. Up in the branches, red and bright, the cherries danced in morning light. Said the first little duck, I'll give it a try. He jumped up high, but they were too high. The second duck said, let's make a plan. She stood on a rock and gave a scan. She flapped her wings with all her might, but still those cherries stayed out of sight. The third one said, let's work as a team. We'll build a tower like in a dream. He climbed on the back of duck number 2, but slipped and giggled, down he flew. The fourth duck said, we're almost there. He balanced with care up in the air. He reached for a cherry, gave it a peck, but lost his grip and slid down a neck. The fifth little duck gave a happy cheer. We're better together when friends are near. They stacked up tall, 1, 2, 3, and finally picked from the cherry tree. They shared the cherries, sweet and red, then waddled back to their jungle bed. Mama duck smiled, what did you see? We learned to help like a family. Little ducks went out to play in the sunny zoo one bright spring day. Mama duck called, quack, quack, come back! But only 4 ducks waddled down the track. 4 little ducks danced through the grass, splashing in puddles as the turtles passed. Mama duck called, quack, quack, come back! But only 3 ducks found the right track. 3 little ducks slid down a slide, giggling and tumbling side by side. Mama duck called, quack, quack, come back! But only 2 ducks made their way back. 2 little ducks peeked in a cave, saw a big lion and tried to be brave. Mama duck called, quack, quack, come back! But only 1 duck quacked right back. 1 little duck felt all alone, waddled and waddled back toward home. Mama duck called, quack, quack, come back! And 5 little ducks came waddling back.
Happy ending.